Belmont Park. It's over the 1,400 metres, a Class 1 handicap, and a few of these horses hoping to get a win and maybe string a few together, Mark.
Indeed. Number 2, King Louis, though, was mighty impressive, winning that maiden Metropolitan race, beating Dagor Lad, who's since come out and run second again, so that form looks quite good. Let's have a look at that outstanding win with William Pike aboard.
Coming around the turn, Riders in the Sky was next, and being followed by Saxy Legs trying to thread its way through. Clapper Thunder by the 250, a length and a half. Titanium down on the inside, Cool Delago trying to get clear, and here's Dagger Lad, who they've backed at very big odds, and Shrewd Gamble coming down the outside. Dagger Lad went to Clapper Thunder. King Louis could beat them all, though. It's King Louis, another piece.
Well, we don't need to say much after seeing that run there. It was just the Wizard at his best, as per usual. And speaking of Dan Morton after, Darren McCauley after, they just thought the horse was gone. And McCauley said he just even stopped focusing on it with the binoculars, and then all of a sudden just saw the colours diving through. I found it really hard to analyse this race with that in the back of the mind. I thought it was something you definitely have to cut out, because when you actually go through the form, is this horse worthy of being favourite or being on top? I have no doubt that's probably going to open up quite short. You go back 2 starts ago, the D9 beat it by 2 lengths and actually meets it better in the weights here again. Then you look at the form lines, being Dagor Lad, now a good performance again on Saturday, so you back that up. But you've got horses in this race like Come On Board, which have those Saturday form lines around Cronkite, Hello Paris, Card Night, George and Ernie. These are all very good form lines. So although I think he'll get a lot of confidence from that win, there's a lot of upside here. I wouldn't be diving into anything too short, because I think it's that excitement factor from an impressive win. Pike on board as well, that the price is going to be shorter than it should be.
You're dead right there, Adam. Number 8 as well, Come On Board. 5-year-old going by Passenger now, and beaten 3.3 lengths last start. The run behind Card Night before that was good, though.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a tough performance on that occasion. There were some proven form lines in there with Big Caroline and the likes racing in that race as well. I just think from the barrier, this horse is going to get the best run. Barrier 4, we saw in that run against Card Night, was able to sit in a lovely position as well. Peter Hall, with his aggressive riding style, I think will really suit. And as I said, I think these are the more proven form lines in the race.
Number 4 as well, the D9 from the Ganjimi stable. Craig Staples rides here. I really liked the performance in maiden company at Northam. Look, at one and it led, but it didn't have it all its own way. I thought it was a good performance.
I was waiting for it to just stop.
Yep.
And I think that was the thing. You kept watching the race and it didn't look brilliant. It didn't look like it had a turn of foot. But clearly it had something, because it just kept going, and if anything it did its best work late in the line. Now it beat Crowder, which again raced well on Saturday, so there's another tick. They've had a bit of time between the races, and as I mentioned, beat King Louis and now makes it a kilo better as well for beating it by 2 lengths. So there are a lot of positives. Again, King Louis will get back. The D9 will be racing forward, which I think will suit. So I think it certainly has to go into your numbers, but I'm going to go with number 8, Come On Board, from 4, the D9, number 2, King Louis, and 1 all settled.
I'm going to 2 on top, King Louis. I'm sticking with that nice maiden victory over the 1 all settled for the D9, and 3 take it like a man.
Race number 6 at Belmont Park. It's over the 2,100 metres, and some of these staying races sometimes lack a little bit of depth, but quite looking forward to this. It's been in some good form. We know the operation has just been working solidly on Saturday company, and even a horse like Cool 911 has to improve sooner or later, so I'm expecting some nice performances.
Yeah, the listed Boulder Cup form lines certainly look to be the superior form lines in this race. Let's have a look at It, running 4th in the Boulder Cup.
Over from Western Blaze, then came It's a Him Who's out wide with Confusing. My Magic Miss Grand Reward is getting held up here inside the 200. It in front. It's a Him is closing on the outside. Kronfeld and Cougar Express. It still in front. Down the outside here now, getting out as Don't Get Caught with It's a Him. Don't Get Caught. Flew, got it. Don't get caught.
Really nice performance there in the Boulder Cup, as you mentioned, and they are the form lines that you have to analyse. I just struggle with this horse. How a horse can lose by 50 lengths in 2 runs and then come out and be a winner by 2 lengths the next start, then just about half length behind Charlestown, and then run 4th in a listed Boulder Cup is absolutely beyond me. I don't know if Martin Allen's pulling his hair out, if he's figured out what's going on with this horse, but at the moment it's in good form. You then add the 3 kilo claim to Sarah Bonnet, runs with 55.5. It's only carrying 1.5 kilos more than it did in the Boulder Cup, and this is a 60 plus. I think it just wins.
Like you said, Adam, as well, on what could be a leaderish track, this horse will get to the front and looks to get it all its own way. I mean, Grindabella looks the only other one that could potentially challenge it, who was also actually not bad last start. 6.3 lengths looks like a big margin behind Skelly, but ran into a massive headwind that day, and I thought the performance had plenty of merit.
There's something that you really have to analyse with that performance. Now, you said that the first thing, running into the headwind. Now, Grindabella's a grinder. It has no turn of foot. It has no flashiness. It is a stayer. It keeps working through the race, and it tries to catch some of these off guard. Now, on that occasion, because of the wind, Alan Kennedy had to overcompensate, and he tried to slow them up. When Peter Hall went, this horse has no turn of foot. Race was done. See you later. They were never going going to catch up. But they get conditions again to suit here, so they can sit just in front of, or they can lead this race probably with Done It sitting on the outside, and they can dictate terms, start rolling into the race nicely, just stretch it out over the back, and then hopefully continue to grind away the top. So I'm putting a line through that last run, going through the form lines before that, which are around fathoms of gold, and that's a Saturday winner.
Randy Tan's clock will have to be working overtime here to get the right sectionals out of the race, as you mentioned, and work into the race very nicely. Number 7 as well, Crafty Red. I've had a lot of time for this galloper, gelding by Master Craftsman. 2 starts ago, was a little bit late on the scene when I done it, caught them napping rather, and then last start ran on really nicely behind Charlestown. Both runs didn't have too much luck, but was still very good performances.
Yeah, it is a nice stayer, and it's going to win some races as well, but I think it's one of those that needs everything to go its way, and the conditions is what worries me again, because as you mentioned, it continues to run on strongly. You just cannot afford to give I Done It and Grindabella a go or let them skip away at the top of the straight. If it's close enough, I think it's got the best turn of foot in the race. It can definitely play a part, and it's in my numbers, but I have to go with number 2, I Done It. I think it's one of the better bets of the day. From 1, Operational, 7, Crafty Red, and 3, Grindabella.
I'm with you, Adam. It's very hard to go past those listed form lines. Number 2 on top for me, I Done It. From the 7, Crafty Red, 1, Operational, and the 3, Grindabella.
Final race of the day at Belmont Park. It's a Class 3 handicap over the 1,650 metres, and there's a few in this that are going to improve. Beg to Differ now second up, getting extra distance, and Dreeny, a winner last start, I think will only be suited as well by getting the extra 250 metres, and same with Prying Tom, stepping up from a 1,400.
Nice big field, a good way to finish off the card here at Belmont Park, but we'll have a look at the last start runner-up in Black Grape.
Now comes Hinchinbeel and Witness in Court going up near the inside. Tycoon Target battling, and O'Reilly's Crumpet starting to wind up. Harvey went for home on Hinchinbeel though. At the 200, it's Hinchinbeel 2 in front of O'Reilly's Crumpet, and then Witness in Court, Black Grape. Hinchinbeel with 100 to go, the leader. Black Grape, Witness in Court closing. O'Reilly's Crumpet can't get there, but he's lifting the big fellow Hinchinbeel. And
some horses just deserve wins, and this is probably the galloper that, other than All Too Much, is probably now the next one saying, just give me one of those performances. It was beaten 2 lengths by Conceded 4 starts ago, then a nice run behind Special Jewel 3 starts ago, and last start flew home late just to be beaten by Hinchinbeel, which of course had won 3 in a row as well. Continues to draw wide gates, which isn't a favour here, but with 56 kilos, a bit of speed in the race, this is one of the horses that will be rattling home. My concern again though, if it is a leader's day, it is going to be getting back and needing a little bit of luck late.
Yeah, last start from barrier 10, Jordan Turner. I don't know how he did it, but he got to the fence and it was a super run. Look, with any luck on that occasion, probably should have won, and $21 on that occasion was just ridiculous, and the price it's opened up is much more reasonable to its ability and how it's been running of about $4. We've also got in the race, Adam, number 2 there, which is Andrini, was really impressive, leading all the way last start in maiden company.
Was back 13s into 5s on course, and there was a lot of things that you had to like about this galloper. I mentioned in the preview on that occasion, you don't have to go back to last prep when it was jumping as a $2.25 favourite, that clearly some people had an opinion of this galloper. Now it ran into a soft 6, a heavy 8, and then had to trial on a soft track again. Just did not handle those conditions. All of a sudden, a good 3, leader's day, Andrini rolled to the front, ran on top of the surface and put in a nice run. I think this is a horse, maybe like a Walcott, that can string a few together, whether it's now or maybe when we get back to Ascot and gets that harder surfaces. But from barrier 1 with a 58.5 and getting extra distance, I think this race sits nicely for Andrini.
Number 3 as well, Prying Tom from the Sharon Miller stable. William Pike rides here. Just got nosed out on Cool Image on Saturday. Another one for William Pike and Sharon Miller. This looks to have a really good chance here, Prying Tom.
Yeah, it certainly does. I'm questioning the form lines a little bit. Look, was favourite when winning at Northam, jumps as a $2.70 favourite, beat Sharp Bob by a length. Those form lines are questionable. Last start was beaten 5.5 lengths by Cronkite. Just was not up to Saturday company, but I think stretching out to the 1650 here is going to be a bonus. William Pike on board is another massive bonus, and we're just working this race nicely. So I do have it in my numbers, but I'm going to go with number 2, Andrini. From 7, Black Grape, 1, Beg to Differ, and 3, Prying Tom.
I'm going to 7 on top, Adam. Black Grape. From the 2, Andrini, 3, Prying Tom, and the 9, McCarthy's Keeper.
Time now to take a look at the best bets for the card, and I'm going to go with race 4, number 4, Jefferson, and race 6, number 2, I Done It.
Adam, I'm going with race 4, number 4, Jefferson as well, and race 7, number 7, Black Grape.
As we always do say, do follow us on social media. You can see them on screen at the moment, Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter. PerthRacing.com.au for all of your event information. Of course, we're not too far from the return at Ascot as well, so there are some great events to purchase some tickets with. Keep an eye on all of that movement as well. On behalf of both of us, hopefully we found you plenty of winners. We'll be back later on in the week.